We're here on Saturday morning, Kevin's in Dolphin Park in Crumlin, the heart of the city, and it's a beautiful morning. Everybody's having fun, all the kids are out on the field, hurling away.
When you see the amount of kids here on a Saturday morning, you realise like the value that they get out of it, you know, from all the areas around. I started here when I was under 10, first game here back in 1984, and I've been here ever since.
Kevin's is the only inner city club. It's the only club that serves this population of 50-odd thousand people.
Well, it's a great sport. It's the fastest game in the world and it's very fun. The best thing about Kevin's is that we all get along together and it's very friendly. I've been playing with Kevin's for 5 years and my proudest moment was when I got picked for the under-11s.
I think Kevin's is special and it's really important for the community because it is the community. Just everything about the local area is exemplified by Kevin's, the spirit of the area, the strength of the area.
Being a member of a club like this gives children and teenagers an outlet. It gives them a sense of belonging. It gives them something to be proud of. Our under-15 girls won the championship during the week. They've been training 2 or 3 times a week all year. They're proud of their jersey. They're proud of who they belong with. They're proud of each other. And it just gives them something to reach for, to aim for.
Most of the schools around don't have any green grass. They don't have a pitch out the back. A lot of them wouldn't get a lot of exercise besides that. It really is vital for them to go on in life and prosper, and it keeps a lot of them on the straight and narrow, to be perfectly honest, you know.
I teach in a school with just a tiny yard. The children need somewhere like this to let off steam and to just express themselves and to just play.
Because we live right in the middle of the city, that's my main time to run around.
Well, you have people from different backgrounds, different walks of life, and people that actually come here, and when they talk out in front of you, there are 20 or 30 kids that actually are here to play hurling. It doesn't matter what background that they come from, they come here to play as a team.
A lot of the kids wouldn't have gardens. A lot of the kids would be kind of get into antisocial behaviour. A lot of them would get into drugs. And for us, if we can get them young and keep them young, that's what it means to us.
The club has been around since 1902 and there's always a great tradition in the club. But because we've never had a clubhouse or an actual grounds of our own, I suppose our records have been sporadic. We're an inner city club and that's part of what we are. But unfortunately, grounds are limited. You know, Dolphin Park is probably about the only green space anywhere near the inner city.
The club is a small club, but it's a very important club because of where it's situated in the inner city, and it caters for so many different classes of people. It's a very welcoming club, and yet we still don't own our own ground and we don't have our own clubhouse, so it's frustrating.
I mean, Kevin's is brilliant because it has that centre in terms of the people, and everybody that they know is the club, and they know that, and small is, you know, beautiful in that way. But still, there are things that we could do that we can't even imagine yet because we don't have those facilities.
Everything is voluntary. Everything, every single piece, You just have to have your heart in it, you know. In my country we don't do any hurling. Came here 2 years ago. My daughter, she started first, and then I started enjoying the club community, and I'm just in with all my heart.
Kevin's is known as the village in the city. Everybody chats, everybody helps, and it's just a collegial, friendly atmosphere.
And you will get far more out of this club than you could ever put into it by 1,000,000 times. It's amazing. It's an incredible club. It's a community. It's a family. It's just brilliant.
It's about a sense of belonging. It's about sharing a dream and a vision together.
In my understanding, the GAA are selling part of Dolphin Park to pay back a debt. It's money. That field will never, ever, ever be brought back. We won't get it again. It's the one piece of land that we have in South Inner City.
this opportunity cannot be allowed to go, because it's the only real decent piece of open space that's in this whole area. I would absolutely say that if this is not taken over for sport and for recreation, well, then it would be an absolute scandal. The last thing this area wants are more houses, more apartments, even though we are in a housing crisis. But the answer here is not more houses and more young people with nothing for them to do. I mean, it's soul destroying. We have continuously done this generation after generation, build houses and no facilities and amenities. And the end product are children who are disconnected, children who are into addiction, poorly educated, and ending up in places like where I was, Mountjoy.
Without having to spell it out, there's risks and there's traps that are set up in these parts of the city. It's like if you're busy, sport kept me busy, kept me out of trouble, kept a lot of other people out of trouble. It is really as simple as that. Give the place sports facilities, give the kids something to do. This is Kevin's. Dolphin Park is Kevin's, really. So it couldn't survive without it, really. Where are we going to train? Where are we going to play? Where are the young lads and the ABCs going to train on a Saturday morning? You couldn't fit us into a hall or a schoolyard, or I'm sure there's nothing else around.
Now currently we have 100 girls alone between the ages of 4 and 16 playing. We have 6 of them is on the Dublin Camogie panel, which is absolutely incredible for a small club like ours. But again, there's no facilities. This is what we're up against. We run the risk, after building up such an absolutely massive, successful juvenile section in our club, we'll run the risk of that going if there's nowhere for them to play. We have huge problems. We have it with crime, we have it obesity. You know, just getting the kids involved and keeping them here. We've no field for those kids to go to. We've nothing. And you know, the GAA now, they want to sell that field to pay off debts. Give us the opportunity to do it. We're not looking for anything for nothing. We're prepared to fundraise. We're prepared to take out debts ourselves. Just give us a chance. 100 girls up training every Saturday morning, giving it their all. Getting up out of their warm beds, winter, coming up, training. I have to turn around and tell those girls, there's no field for you here anymore. I'm not doing it. It's impossible. I don't want to do it. We're not doing it. It'd be heartbreaking. We've spent the last 10 years building this up. We're not going to let it go.